Life Audio.
Thank you for listening to Your Daily Bible Verse, the podcast that examines one verse each day to learn more about God and His will for our lives. I'm your host, Kyle Norman. After a brief message from one of our sponsors, we will continue with today's verse.
Grand Canyon University, a private Christian university in beautiful Phoenix, Arizona, believes that we're endowed by our Creator with certain unalienable rights to life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. GCU believes in equal opportunity, and the American dream starts with purpose. GCU equips you to serve others in ways that promote human flourishing and create a ripple effect of transformation for generations to come. By honoring your career calling, you impact your family, your friends, and your community. Change the world for good by putting others before yourself to glorify God. Whether your pursuit involves a bachelor's, master's, or doctoral degree, GCU's online, on-campus, and hybrid learning environments are designed to help you achieve your unique academic, personal, and professional goals. With over 340 academic programs as of September 2024, GCU meets you where you are and provides a path to help you fulfill your dreams. The pursuit to serve others is yours. Let it flourish. Find your purpose at Grand Canyon University. Private, Christian, affordable. Visit gcu.edu.
For some of us, personal finances aren't just personal. They include loved ones, neighbors, the communities we call home, and the causes we hold in our hearts. At Thrivent, planning your finances is bigger than just money. We help you put your plans into motion and faith into action so you can do more for the ones in your heart. Because sometimes all you need to make a difference is someone to help you make it happen. Thrivent, where money means more. Connect with us at Thrivent.com.
Today's verse can be found in John chapter 13, verse 34. Jesus says, "A new commandment I give to you, that you love one another. As I have loved you, you should also love one another." Years ago, my wife and I purchased a set of mirrored panels from IKEA. These individual panels, they were designed to fit together so that you could arrange them in any way that you wanted, creating this seamless but artistic mirrored wall. We looked at the instructions and thought it seemed simple enough so that we would do this. Well, we tried for about 2 hours to get these things to fit together, and they never worked. And so after leaving close to 30 different holes in the wall, we finally called a member of our church over to help. He was somebody who was adept at carpentry and construction. He built his own house. If anybody could figure this out, it would be him. Well, about after another hour, he finally took these panels away, saying that he would just build us a frame. Sometimes things that appear so simple turn out to be not so simple. I wonder if this is often our experience when we take up the biblical call to love one another. Because it sounds simple enough, doesn't it? It sounds as if this is a straightforward and clear calling, something that we can all do without hesitation or difficulty. It becomes easy to view the call of love as nothing more than this call to social politeness, general kindness, and likability to those who are our friends and our loved ones. But what if Jesus' words here are not so simple? Jesus says, "A new commandment I give to you, that you love one another." He says this in the upper room just after the Last Supper, but before he is betrayed in Gethsemane. But too often we truncate Jesus' words here. We end the quotation with this general call to love each other. But the fact is, Jesus goes on to describe the very nature of the love that we are to express. "A new commandment I give to you, love one another," he says. But then he goes on, "Just as I have loved you, so you must love one another. Our call as followers of Jesus is to love as Jesus loved. And so this presents for us a not so simple question. How has Jesus loved us? When we look at the scriptures, the way of Jesus' love becomes clear. Jesus loved without bounds. He loved the faithful Israelite and the Gentile sinner. He embraced those who were on the fringes of society, the unclean and the leprous. Those that were religiously pure refused to help or see. He treated women as equal in discipleship, something radical for the day. Jesus even knelt down and washed the feet of Judas who would betray him. And all of this was past what would be seen as religiously acceptable in the day. But that was the love of Jesus, powerful, radical, and transformative. This is related to the call to love our enemies. In Luke's Gospel, Jesus asks, what good is it to simply love those who love us, because everybody does that? And so the love of Jesus calls us to be fundamentally different, to not be insular or self-focused. Jesus' call to love one another in the way of Jesus pushes us past our preconceptions as to who is in and out, deserving or non-deserving. We are to see people not with the eyes focused on worldly categories and judgments, but to see people as those created in God's image and loved by the Redeemer, because that's how Jesus looks at us. That lavish, radical, and earth-shattering love that we receive so graciously at the hands of Jesus. A love that is extended to us even on our worst day, and despite our worst faults, is to be lived out in this world. What might it look like for you to take up the not-so-simple call to love? Where does the Holy Spirit call you, maybe to be a bit uncomfortable? Who is that person for whom you feel this inward pull to reach out to? Is it a family member that maybe you haven't talked to for a while? A coworker that you try to avoid? Is it someone on the street that you try not to look at? If you have someone in mind, ask yourself what the Spirit might be prompting you to do. Is it to speak to them, embrace them, forgive them, offer them to buy them a coffee? The call to love might not be simple, but it doesn't have to be complicated. Now, if you don't have a person in mind right away, that's completely fine. You can start by simply cultivating times of prayer where you open yourself to the Spirit of Jesus, but do so recognizing that the Spirit calls you to love as Jesus loved. And the good thing is, when you accept this call, when you embrace what the Spirit calls you to, when you allow the transformative love of Jesus to move through you, well, you just might find yourself witnessing the mighty power of God.
A powerful prayer life does not require hiking a mountain to be able to hear from God. God can meet us right in the middle of our busy lives to help, guide, and speak to us through prayer. I'm Christina Patterson, host of the Teach Us to Pray podcast, providing practical teaching and encouragement on how you can make prayer a natural and consistent part of your everyday life. I promise it won't require hiking a mountain, but you just might develop the faith to move one. Listen and subscribe at lifeaudio.com.